Hi everybody, Chisme Chicas here. I'm Paulina.
I'm Melissa.
And we are here for our next episode. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back and joining us again. It's been a busy week.
Yeah.
A busy week.
It feels like a very long week.
A long week.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready for the weekend.
Mm-hmm. And it's only Friday. Yay. Cheers to Friday.
Cheers to Friday. Happy Friday. I hope everybody's happy like we are that it's Friday and they have stuff to do and not clean their house and not be at home.
And go out and have fun and not act crazy.
We like to act crazy though.
Well, we're doing better. We're definitely doing better.
Are we?
I mean, as soon as my nails grow back, I will say yes, we're doing better.
We'll see about that.
I don't know. There's an event this weekend.
We have 2 events next weekend. So, my niece's party.
Oh, yeah.
And your family's party. So,
that's right.
There's going to be a lot of drinking.
But, I mean, at family parties, we're kind of safe there. They are the drama. So,
I'm sure everybody has a crazy uncle, crazy auntie, crazy husband, crazy boyfriend. You guys can all relate. There's always one person in the family that kind of just gets the party going
or shuts it down.
But that's what makes it fun, I think.
So I think there's several places we can't go back now.
Don't say any of those things. Just know
that restaurant.
We are not
2 restaurants.
2 restaurants.
One bar. 2 bars.
Maybe 3.
3 bars for sure.
We don't know of. Anyways, things get wild when we go out sometimes. And it's not planned. We don't go looking for it, but it just happens.
Way.
And
how does it always happen? So since our last event, where there was the girl who started it all, that night. So since then, that was the first night I wore my new white Docs.
Yeah.
I have not worn them since.
Did they get all messed up and scuffed?
No, because at the end, after all the fighting,
the madness, the shenanigans,
I took them off. And I was only in my socks because I didn't want my Docs to get scuffed.
You were running around, chasing,
getting in my cardio
with your socks on.
With my socks on.
Downtown.
Middle of downtown.
That's gross.
It was disgusting.
You could have got like chlamydia on your feet.
But my Docs are clean. That's what matters.
Ew. Can you get chlamydia on your feet?
I think you can. I seen a video on TikTok about getting chlamydia on your feet from the gym.
Ew. Oh, we were just talking about that with Marie.
Yeah.
So you can pretty much get chlamydia anywhere. That's
disgusting.
That's you got to be safe.
There shouldn't be so many ways to get that.
So if you sit on the toilet, you can get chlamydia?
Is it?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't know. Oh, no. Look, it says it's not spread through casual contact. Like kissing, hugging, toilet seats, or sharing food.
Yeah.
So the gym is probably a no-go unless you're being weird at the gym. Don't do that.
Then they're lying.
But a mom can pass it to her baby through childbirth.
And breast milk?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe.
It didn't say that. I didn't look specifically.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Don't be silly. Wrap your willy. I made my son a shirt that said, no glove, no love.
I like that.
But it had a baseball glove on it because he plays baseball.
Fitting. That's fitting.
No glove, no love.
That's fitting. Does he wear it to school?
He used... actually, I don't know about to school.
Is it appropriate for school?
No glove, no love. It's because he's a baseball fan, so I don't know.
Yeah, but teachers these days, everybody gets so offended, by everything.
Everything. Even if they cut you in line at Dutch Bros.
Don't get me started with that, because she was in the wrong. I was just going about my day, and like I said, I wake up happy, and people just fucking piss me off. So all she did was waste my time and fucking piss me off. That's what happened.
And really, she pissed herself off.
Because I laughed at her because she was being silly.
Road rage is crazy.
You know who has road rage? Marie.
She is a road rager.
You hear her cussing like a mile a minute just because somebody cut her off or someone's going too slow.
We hear her rage every morning.
Every morning. But it kind of makes things, go by a little bit better. Starts your day off.
It does. Your blood pumping?
Off the F-bombs and all the B words.
I don't get too much road rage, but...
You don't, huh? Because you've been on many road trips together, and I don't think you've ever been like...
I'm not a big rager.
Yeah, I don't like it either. You know what's really scary? When people shoot people through road rage.
I know!
Like, how do you get so mad?
I don't know.
You want to kill somebody now.
I don't get that mad, I don't think. Maybe after a few tequila shots. Then we got all kinds of things happening.
I think everybody gets mad after a few tequila shots. That's why I don't drink tequila.
It makes me a little bit crazy lately.
A little bit?
I didn't bring it today.
You were going to bring it today?
I brought it today.
You didn't say all of that. I could have brought my Gran Malo. Like
that's
a white
good.
girl. Gran Malo.
Yeah.
It's Gran Malo. Okay, let's be real.
So sometimes when I'm at work with my business voice, my phone voice,
Your office voice?
I disgust myself. Hang up and I'm like, who is that? Why? Why do you do that?
I know. My daughter's always like, where is she at? Who is she? Or if you have to tell somebody off on the phone, like professionally.
Oh, I was just talking about this earlier today. So I had a patient who, a terrible person. It was the son of a patient, and he wanted to put his dad on hospice. He was done with him. The patient...
What do you mean done with him?
He was done taking care of him. He was just sick of it.
That's not nice.
Not nice at all. He was a terrible person. So the son asked us to sign off putting him on hospice, which if you guys don't know, hospice is basically you go there, they stop caring for all of your illnesses, and they basically medicate you until you pass.
Comfortably.
Yeah, comfortably.
Comfortably. Yes.
So this gentleman was a retired police captain. He was in no way, shape, or form ready for hospice. He was walking, talking, still a silly guy. Oh, yeah, for sure. He walked up to his appointments. He'd have his caregiver sometimes drop him off, and he'd just come up to the appointment himself. So he was not ready to go. We had a conversation with him, asked him if he was ready. He said, I don't want to do that.
So
okay.
Can he opt to not do that?
Yeah, so we wouldn't sign the papers.
Because he's still in his conscious right mind.
He had a little bit of dementia going on, but he was still in his mind enough where we're taking his word.
He can make a cognitive decision.
Yes, exactly. So that was a no from us. His son continued, pushed the issue, took him to the emergency room, where he had another conversation, the patient, with a nurse, and said, I don't want to do hospice. Again, for a second time, to another medical professional. And so that was that. They took him home. So then we got some paperwork later faxed to us from a hospice facility that had his name on it and said that the son had initiated it and if our doctor would sign off on it. Absolutely not. We still did not. So that resulted in a phone call from the son saying, hey, why aren't you signing off on these papers? I said, I'm not signing off because he told us he doesn't want to.
Right.
So we're not going to. This man was so upset with me for not just doing what he said that he was yelling at me. He was cussing at me, screaming at me, which is crazy. You're yelling and screaming at me for not wanting to kill your dad.
Yeah, that's wild. He needs to go somewhere with that.
So I continued with my professional voice. Sorry, sir. No, I'm not able to do that. This is not something we can do. Do you understand the process? Talking to him as if he was my 5-year-old.
Right.
He had smoke coming out of his ears. He was so mad.
I love that for him.
He said, stop talking to me like I am a child. He was so mad.
You are a child because you want to put your dad in hospice.
Right? You
relax.
are a terrible person.
Yes.
So somewhere along the line did sign off on the paperwork, and that gentleman did end up passing away, but not from us.
Wow.
Not from us.
That's really shitty. I don't think that that's okay. Us, Mexican people, Chicano people, we don't send our loved ones to hospice. We take care of them until they, transition.
Yep.
And we love on them and we let them do whatever they want, eat whatever they want until they transition peacefully. So I think that's really shitty. I know that there's some patients that obviously like you can't do that
There's
with.
some
like,
situations
they're just too sick.
Yeah.
Where the family member just doesn't.
They're not equipped.
They don't have the
able
capacity to do that, or it needs to be like in a medical facility. So
Yeah.
I would say, okay, like
In
during
that
those
case.
times, you need to make that decision, that difficult decision to do that.
Yep.
But if just because you're like, I'm tired, I don't want to take care of them. Well, was he tired of you when you were growing up?
Exactly. Yeah, we don't
Put
do
you in
that.
hospice. I don't like that at all.
No, we don't do that. This family was not this color. So they definitely were.
They're from the Wessie Shoe Tribe. That's what we say.
They definitely opted for it to be somebody else's problem, which is really, really sad.
Yeah, that is sad. I don't think I could ever get myself to do that to
No way.
my mom or dad, or like I think it would just haunt me for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
just to think,
how could you
like-
sit? I've worked at an old folks home. It was really sad.
Yeah, I
There's
can
hardly
imagine.
any visitors.
They don't go visit,
Nope.
right? Like they just forget about them, and it's like just abandoning them.
They do.
And that's where a lot of like elderly abuse happens, and then they are living miserable lives, and their children are out there just living their best life and not even.
I got a story about that too. We had a Japanese couple that lived in that facility, and they were super nice, but they didn't speak a speck of English. So there was only one nurse that spoke their language, so they could only complain or have any requests when she was available, because otherwise there was nobody there that came to visit them that could translate, and there was just the one nurse. So come to find out, one of the caregivers that was showering them was showering them so mean with cold water all the time, and they didn't have anybody to tell. So they went through, I think, for a week of that until the lady came back and they were able to say, hey, this is going on. She got fired, but they
That breaks
had to
my
suffer.
heart. That's so sad.
Super sad.
And that happens a lot.
A lot.
And I could just never like leave my mom there and in the care of other people with the potential that somebody could rape her or treat her cruelly, or I would be in prison then.
I know.
It's just
I could
awful.
I'd never send my mom away.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I've never seen anybody in my family who've done that to anybody else in our family.
Yeah, it's not something we do. That's just not. You don't really hear of like, oh, Tia Juana, we took her to hospital.
Come to think of it, I'm trying to think if there was any Mexicans in that facility, and I can't think of any.
I don't think you really see. My grandfather was in hospice, but it was because he chose to be there.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to die comfortably, and that was his wish. Like, he didn't want to burden his children.
So was it in a facility or at home doing it?
No, it was in a facility.
Oh.
But he also didn't have anything going on. Like, he was a healthy man. He was just dying of age.
Yeah.
But his, like, we would go visit him and stuff, but he wanted to be there. So it wasn't like, we forced him to be there or anything like that. And he was very cognitive of his decision. So a big difference.
Yeah.
And he died peacefully in his sleep. So
I'd still tell my mom no.
yeah.
You're not going. Sorry.
Well, my mom's never dying. So I told her that she can't die.
Don't even talk about that.
She can't die. I told her.
I can't even think about it because I'll get a lump in my throat.
I know. That's why I told her.
Why are your eyes watering? Why are your eyes watering?
You already know I'm a big crybaby, so I just don't like to talk about it. But I did tell her, like, since my auntie just passed away, like, you can't die. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
no-go. Not allowed.
I'm going to freeze you or something. I don't know. Yeah, in a cryo.
Ooh. I haven't done too much, reading into that. Have they ever thawed anybody out from that?
Are they alive, though? That's what I'm thinking. Like, if you freeze somebody while they're alive,
Yeah.
they're going to die from hypothermia.
Or do they only freeze them after they've passed in hopes that they can fix their problem?
Oh, I don't know.
Ooh. To be continued. We got to do some research.
That would be crazy, right? If they're kind of like in a sedated coma and then they freeze you,
Yeah.
but they're still keeping you alive somehow.
What's that movie where they send them to another planet and they put them in one of those, in a frozen state?
Austin Powers. Don't they do that to him?
They do.
Right? I don't know which Austin Powers it is, but I know that they do that to him, and then he comes back like in the future. But
That's the original one, I think.
But he's still in like 1970s.
Yeah.
Right?
This movie, I can't remember the name of it. Somebody knows. Somebody tell me the name of this movie.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They send him to a new planet, and then they put him to sleep, and then one guy's thing malfunctions, so he wakes up. And then so he's on this, like, craft going to this other planet, but he knows he's not going to make it because he's awake already. So he's going to die before they make it. So he wakes somebody else up, a girl that he wants to get to know because he reads about everybody in there. And then she finds out that he woke her up.
But she's older. Like years older than him?
No. She's not. They're the same age.
I don't get it.
He didn't want to be alone. So then she gets upset because now she knows that she's going to die on that ship with just him because he woke her up.
Because he defrosted her.
He defrosted her. He's all... broke her machine. He really did.
Turned up the heat and she thawed out.
But it was a love story because then she...
that's kind of cute.
Because then she realized how much she loved him and how much she wanted to just live with him and love him. It was cute.
Like sci-fi.
I'm going to tag the name of that movie. It was really good. I'd watch it again.
So you and your sister, Anne-Marie, always reference movies, I've noticed. Like, quotes.
All the time.
Songs.
Daily.
I know Lubba does it too.
Every day.
I'm like, where did that start? Like, how did you guys it's just from watching movies together, and then you guys were just like, this comes out on here, you remember that?
So when we were younger, my mom had a huge shelf. It's still in her living room. Of movies. Yes, VHS movies. Mostly Disney movies. So almost every movie that we quote is a Disney movie.
I figured.
Yeah.
I figured.
So that's all we did because we talked about this last time. Like, we were just left alone at home a lot of times.
Aww.
So we
your
just
mom had to work a lot, and she was working. Mom, right?
So we just watched movie after movie after movie after movie.
So the TV was your babysitter?
Mm-hmm. It was good too. We learned a lot of cool quotes.
Yeah, I can tell.
So you want a quote from The Lion King? I got you.
From Aladdin,
Cinderella. Yep, all the songs.
So what did you guys do? Like, you guys watched these movies, and who would cook for you guys?
We cooked for ourselves.
Oh, she knows how to cook?
Well, she was my little sister, so she knew how to cook cereal.
So you cooked for her?
Yeah, but we'd cook small stuff like spaghetti or
noodles
or oatmeal or
whatever you can make.
Canned food, raviolis.
What are those little things called? The Chef Boyardees.
They're
so nasty.
I cannot eat them.
I used to like them when I was small. I think they're so disgusting. Even the smell of them makes me want to vomit.
It does. I can't eat those either. And I think it's because of that, because I ate them so often. Cereal, we ate a lot of cereal.
We should bring them and then have Marie taste them. I bet you should eat it. I bet you should fucking eat it.
No, she's got picky taste buds.
Really? Mm-hmm. Would Chicky eat it?
She probably would.
It would be Chicky.
We went a whole summer eating the little chips, the wheel ones. The ones you just fry them up.
The little chicharrones?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, the pinwheels.
Yeah.
That Marissa likes.
Mm-hmm. That's all we ate all summer. That's it. We had
morning,
big bag of them.
And lunch.
Every meal. We had a huge bag of them. So we just get a few, turn the pan on and into a little bowl. That was it.
So you used to make them. Not like the ones that they sell at
already made. No, we'd make them.
With the oil? You guys weren't afraid to get burned?
No.
Did you put lemon on them and chili or just like that?
Just lemon. Some salt.
Oh, you guys are not about that spice.
No, we don't like the spice.
They're not about the spice. No, they're not.
But we sure did eat the heck out of those. That was the hottest summer of my life.
You know what my brother used to eat? It's so disgusting when he was young. So every single day, chili beans.
Ew!
Chili beans from a can.
I don't even like chili beans.
Yep. If you know him, Jaime, he ate chili beans every single day with tortilla chips. Meat? It didn't even look like meat because it looked like dog food.
Ew!
But every single day in high school for like the 4 years that he went to high school.
I wonder if does he still eat them now, or
No, but he really likes chili beans.
Oh.
So I don't know. He probably would think it's nostalgic. I'm gonna buy him a can for like or his
Happy birthday! Have you ever had food poisoning?
I have like a Mexican stomach of steel, so
so no,
very rare.
Bottomless pit. I only had food poisoning one time, and it was from crab.
I can't eat crab.
Me
It's
either.
gonna kill me.
I'll never eat crab again in my life.
Where'd you eat the crab at?
Nugget sushi bar?
Where's that at?
Nugget.
Nugget?
Yeah. Nugget Market. You know
Like
how they
the
have...
Bougie nugget?
Yeah. You know how they have the little sushi?
Yeah, the little sushi rolls already prepped.
Yeah.
And you got sick off nugget?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was old crab.
I don't know.
Did you get...
I almost died. My stomach hurt so bad for at least 5 days. It was terrible.
Or you dehydrated?
It just was so crampy. It's only
marinating
once
and
I ate
rolling
like
in
a
there?
couple rolls, I was like, ew, I don't even like crab. So I stopped. But what if I would have ate the whole thing?
You would have died.
I would have died.
You would not be sitting here.
Oh god. Never again.
Don't eat that, friend.
I will
Don't
never
eat that.
again.
Don't eat that.
That was stressful. It had me sweating. It was that bad.
That's usually what happens, right? You get all like kind of nauseous
Mm-hmm.
and sweating, and then but I'm surprised you didn't vomit or have the shits. Like, it has to come out somewhere. You just like left it all there brewing.
It didn't, because I didn't eat a lot of it, because I had originally went there for these teriyaki rolls that are so delicious.
I've never had teriyaki rolls there in my life.
They're like a California roll, but instead of having the crab in it, it has teriyaki chicken, and then the sauce is like teriyaki.
Sounds gross.
It's so
I've never had
good.
it.
Like chicken, avocado, rice. No, it's like a Mexican sushi. It was so good.
Mexican sushi.
It is.
Mexican sushi has hot Cheetos on top of it. Crunched
Ooh,
up
a
like
hot Cheeto elote is my
Ooh,
favorite.
yeah, that's the best.
I'll DoorDash that. I'll spend $35 on those DoorDashes.
Mexicans have the best snacks. I don't care what anybody says. Like, who comes up with elote with fucking mayonnaise and limon and some hot Cheetos up in there and some chilito? Like, you can't tell me. Like, who comes up with that? The Wasishu tribe don't come up with that. I'll tell you that. Like, nobody ever said,
What do they have?
hot dog. Like, when he said, ooh, that hot dog is just so good.
Ew, I don't even like hot dogs.
It's all like limp and dry and like. Don't give me that face.
Nobody likes limp and dry.
No, nobody does. Or you know what's worse? When they boil them. They boil the weenies and they're like all gross,
Disgusting.
all like sin sabor. They're so nasty. Like, I want a grilled, like, spicy hot dog.
Yeah,
like,
slice it
toasted.
up.
Yeah, with like, you know, like bacon wrapped hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Another Mexican snack.
Even that, I don't really like that. But they do smell delicious when I hear them out. Hear them? When I smell them outside of events.
How could you not like those? They're amazing.
I just
They're
don't
so
like...
bad for you, but they're so good.
I don't like
Especially when
hot
you're drunk.
dogs. Or onion. I don't know.
Or
What do I even eat?
Or pepper.
I don't like pepper. Leave me
She
alone.
can't handle pepper.
Shh. Where's Marie? She loves pepper.
I love pepper.
Ugh, disgusting.
I don't know how you don't like spicy food.
Not a fan. I
But
do like
you have
jalapeno
been,
spice.
Like, I've seen you like kind of trying a few little things here
I
and
ventured
there.
out.
Yeah,
It's because I'm old now.
yeah. I think you have a new palate.
Oh, speaking of that, this is the last 20 minutes been about food. Are we hungry?
It's about that time.
So they have these jalapeno cheese, cream cheese breads.
Are you talking about these breads from that fucking store that you haven't taken me to?
Oh, I had one yesterday. They're so good.
Well, yeah, I have yet to fucking try these because you don't bring me one.
You know what? The couple times where I was going to bring you one, they didn't have any. As soon as they put them out, they're sold out.
Do they put them out in the morning? Is that why? Because they're fresh?
I don't know when they put them out. I'm not sure. It's hit or miss. You never know what day. I was trying to narrow down like what day they have them on, but
So they don't have them every day?
mm-mm.
Kind of shit is that?
Or they might. I don't know. I guess if people buy them all out early enough, then they're gone by the time I get there.
That makes sense. If they're good. It's like Esperanza Market. All their bread is good. And it's gone by like the morning. Or there's a huge ass fucking line and you can't even get in there.
Yeah.
You go there to Esperanza Market?
I don't, because I don't want to wait in the line.
They have really good bread.
Yeah. I like it when other people go and get it.
But you know what? The ladies are kind of rude there.
You know what? I had a friend who worked at...
Superior?
is that where we got our beer from the day we went to back to the
Superior.
Boulevard?
Yeah.
Okay, so she used to work there.
Their bread sucks. Sorry.
I didn't go for the bread, but so she used to make the cakes there.
Okay.
So she said that when they make these cakes, they're dipping their hands in there with the cake, into the arm hair, everything, just right there in the milk.
Gross.
So,
Don't get me started. 'Cause my mom used to work at a deli, and she used to tell me some horror stories.
I'll never go there again.
Don't ever buy chicken salad from a fucking deli store.
chicken salad?
Chicken salad.
I love chicken
Because
salad.
my mom says they use like all the chicken parts, and it's like days old. The chicken is hella old.
That's why they're trying to put it in there.
And that's why they're trying to mix it in with all the stuff so you can't taste that the chicken is fucking old.
Ew.
Even the sour cream. Everything is like backstocked. And then they just put new shit on top of it and mix it so it kind of tastes good. So you can't taste that it's fucking old.
Oh my god.
Don't go to the delis.
Side note, if you guys know of any delicious spots that have delicious treats, then let us know.
Oh yeah, I need to know all the
We'll
treats.
go try them.
You know what is really cool? That my boyfriend, he sends me all these little cool spots that I've never heard in my life here in Sacramento. Like, he'll send me all these TikTok videos of all these food places, or all these, like, I don't know, you know the videos that they make on Instagram, like of all these people that are trying spots. And he sends me all of these, and I can never find them. I don't know where they're at, and I've never heard of them in my whole life.
We should go to some.
But we should, like, put it on a wheel, something.
Yeah.
And, like, we just spin it, and then we just go to that
Oh,
spot.
I seen of a thing where you, like, I think they were for, like, date ideas or different things, like, where you write them on, like, popsicle sticks.
Oh, yeah,
And then
I
you,
saw
and then you just pick
you
one.
pick one.
Yeah.
But
we should
I
do
want
that.
a wheel. Like, I want to feel like I won something.
Ding, 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 ding,
Like,
ding.
you won a different spot to eat.
Ooh. I hate, do you ever try somewhere new and you're like, I'm going to venture out, I'm going to try this, and then you're like, meh.
I know that happens to you a lot.
Maybe it's just me.
Because you don't like to try new shit.
It's true. I know.
You like to stick to what you know
What
and
I
what
know,
you like.
what I
And
love.
you know it's going to be tasty. Have you ever had Kiki's chicken?
No, because there's too much shit on top. I don't want to.
No. You gotta get the fucking sliders. They're like cute little sliders with like a piece of chicken and some pickle and some
I don't like
slaw or
pickle.
something. Well, you don't have to get the pickle, but they have the best fucking tater tots in America.
Ooh, I love tots.
Like, it's just, they're just so crispy, and then they put some type of seasoning.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so delicious. Okay, we gotta stop talking about food because I'm just getting hungry now.
I know. One more beer and I'm going to be starving.
Mm-hmm. These are actually pretty good, though. Have you tasted this one?
I have tried that one. Is that one a little bit spicy?
It's not spicy at all.
Which one is it?
It's a
It says
orange
picosa
one.
right on there.
But it's not picosa.
But it gives me heartburn when they say that. Whatever they put
It's
in
not
there.
even red.
You know what I don't understand when they make these flavored?
I
This-
think it's the red shit that makes you have heartburn.
This is my absolute favorite.
I know, but that's what you always drink.
Point proven. I like what I like.
But you should venture out because they have so many different flavors.
I tried all of the flavors.
watermelon one is really good, and the pineapple one is really good. Modelo, if you are listening, you need to sponsor us. And,
Sponsor.
we will drink these all day.
I tried them all because I was open when they started coming out with all the flavors. I was like, oh yeah, let's try
Let's
like
try
a
them
candy. But they all have that weird spice to them that it doesn't give you that like good mouth spice. It gives you like a hurts my chest spice.
Doesn't do that.
Yeah, it does.
You're just old.
No, that's a chemical spice.
It's not. Let's see what's in there. Like, doesn't say anything.
Don't even.
It doesn't even say anything.
Oh, it says beer. No.
It doesn't say. Well, these are delicious. Either way, but the ones we did have recently were actually pretty good too. The ones that were from Canelo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those were pretty good. It was like a Jamaica drink
Ooh,
or whatever.
those were
That one was
good.
really good. I wish it was just a little colder, but yeah, they were delicious.
We should have got some of those. We'll get some of those next week.
Yeah.
Those ones were good, surprisingly.
Yeah, they were.
And they were tequila.
Was it tequila?
Yeah.
Or vodka?
Tequila.
Oh. What are you looking at over there?
I don't know.
The candle?
I'm just looking.
The candle. I was going to actually have you bring it out and have it here.
What?
The candle, because I think, like, we should have, like, some type of, like, a spiritual
Spiritual side?
side to, because we are very brujitas, and I think that's a big, important part of our culture, that, you know,
We need some blessed
a lot
candles.
of veladoras. Every Mexican home has those in their house.
Definitely.
Like, your aunties buy them, your grandma buys them, your mom buys them, and then we use them after they're all done for other shit. Right?
Mhm.
Like, I don't
Like-
know, your leftover.
No, you don't put leftovers in
What
there.
do you put in there? I know they use them for other things. Once the like wax is already all burnt out, what could you use it for?
Me, I use those when I dry my flowers out, and then I leave them in those.
You would put it in some kind of plant shit.
They're dried flowers. They have to be in something glass, something to keep them from falling down.
Yeah, I guess, right? Yeah, so they don't like shrivel and.
That's what I use mine for.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. But do you peel off the sticker, or do you leave the little Virgin Mary on there?
I don't have candles with Virgin Mary on there, but I leave stickers on there. Just recently, so my baby, she's been really fascinated by the idea of church. So she keeps asking, like, what's church? What's in church? What's in there? What are they doing in there? She sees churches everywhere. She's like, what is that? Is that a church? And she's so intrigued by what's going on in there. So I told her, like, well, when we come to danza, this is our church. This is our prayer. This is our spiritual side. She was like, yeah, but what's in that church? I need to know.
What's behind those stained glass windows?
Right. I need to know what's behind door number 1.
Right.
So Jesus. So she started asking. So at first she came. So my dad is very religious. So we went over there, and I don't know at what point somebody was talking to her about religion, but somebody was talking to her about it. And so she was like very intrigued. So she's asking about Jesus and what is this and what is that. So I was like, I'm just going to take her. Let me take her and show her like what's going on in here. That way she can see. So it's not like I'm holding her back from it. Like if this is calling to you, then you can go for it.
Absolutely.
So we went to the church by Southside Park. The Mexican church.
The Catholic church?
And we went in there. It was just perfect timing. It was right before the service started. It was empty in there, but it was filling up. So we got like a front row seat. We go in there. They have like a whole band in there. They got like microphones in there. And people were slowly coming in. Different people, kids. They had like that whole glassed off section.
Oh, that's where they put the kids that yell and scream.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Like if your kid's too fucking chatty, then you go into that room.
That's why I noticed.
Disrupt the service.
I noticed a lot of kids in there.
Yeah. That's where you take all the naughty kids.
Oh. Okay, so she noticed kids in there too, and she was like, are the kids supposed to go in there? And I was like, I don't know. We're going to stay right here. But she's not a crazy kid like that. Yeah. So we sat there, and she's like looking around. She's soaking it all in, looking at all the statues, looking at all the glass, all the windows. And the service, of course, was in Spanish. So it starts, and she's all...
What? KK?
She's looking at me, looking at them. They talk for a minute, and then he leaves the stand, and then the whole band comes up. And she's all...
It's a party! She's all, let's go to this church.
So then they leave after... It was very short. They go back down. The guy comes back up. She's just looking around.
The guy, you mean the priest?
The priest.
The guy in the white.
Sir. He was wearing purple, actually.
Oh, yeah, they do wear different colors. Depends on what the service is for.
He came back up, and then he was just rambling, and then she was looking around, and she looks at me. She's all, you ready to get out of here? So, okay.
I'm over there.
Right? She's all, came. I saw it. Let's go. So then we get to the car, and I asked her, well, what'd you think? She said, well, I really like the statues, and I really like the windows.
I told you, it's the stained glass windows.
So I said, do you want to come back? Nah. So that was the end of that, and ever since then, she hasn't asked me a single question about church.
Good. She had, some curiosity, and now she knows, I mean, she doesn't really know what it's about, but, I mean, I think at that age, my son also goes to church sometimes with his dad, and he knows that's Jesus, and things like that. But they are very fascinated about the statues and the stained glass windows.
Me too. Yeah. I love stained glass windows and statues.
That particular church that he goes to, they have a different area, kind of like you said, but it's in a totally different building, and they do crafts with the kids about Jesus. Coloring and I don't know. They read to them, and I mean whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not against it. We all have to believe in something, so.
I'm a little against it. A little bit, yeah. But also, I I went to church a lot when I was a kid, and we also went to Bible studies all the time when I was a kid, and I also went to Bible school every summer as a kid.
Okay,
Girl, I need a drink for this.
That's a little too much. That's why you crazy.
So afterwards, when I got older and had my own opinion on everything, that was not for me.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. You know, I have a confession to make to you.
Confession session.
So when I was about 10, 11, I was an altar server.
What?
I was an altar server, and I was also in the choir.
I've never heard this.
I know.
I've never heard
this. It's a confession.
We've been besties for a long time, and I have never heard this.
Yeah, and actually, even to surprise you even more, my brother also used to do it with me.
What?
And really, why we used to do it was because in Selena's father, Greg, used to take all of the altar servers and all the altar... Nothing like that, okay? Nothing nasty. He used to take us to Great America. So we would go and have a good time. So, like, it was something to do and, like...
Yeah, to work for, to get.
Yeah, and my parents, at that time, they would always go to church on Saturdays. And so it was like, if you didn't go to church on Saturdays, then you couldn't go out, or you can go out with friends. So
okay.
it's like a motivation.
Incentive.
Even though half of the time I would sit there and be wondering about all this other shit. But, like, I mean...
La, la, la.
No, really. As I got older and I was forced to go to church, I would always be like watching the time, like, okay, I have like 30 more minutes when I can go out with my friends and be ratchet, but I have to sit here during the church, so otherwise I couldn't go out.
I didn't have a choice either. I couldn't say, like, I don't want to go to Bible school.
Yep.
That was not an option.
I couldn't. Any Chicanos or Mexicans had an option. You went to church and you went to church.
Yeah,
and that was it.
no way. So my mom doesn't go to church anymore, but my dad still does.
My dad does too.
Mm-hmm.
Every Saturday or Sunday. It's weird, huh? It's weird. But, I mean, whatever, you know? Like, also the Virgin Mary is, like, his homegirl, so, like, he has, like, the utmost faith in her. So, like, I mean, you know? I think it's important that
I
you
was
have
glad to see him yesterday.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, you know, he's doing a lot better.
I was talking to my kids about he wants to be a funeral director. So those are all the classes that he's taking.
What?
Yep. So
I could kind of see him do that, actually.
So he was, so we were talking about it, and he is a little, what would you call it? So he hasn't quite experienced death that close to home.
That often, yeah.
That at all. He hasn't experienced any.
So what's his fascination? Does he have a fascination with it, or he's just...
Not fascinated. I think he's intrigued by it only because he thinks that he doesn't have that sadness that, you know, that people have but I think it's just because he hasn't experienced it. So once somebody close passes, he might have a different perspective on it. But right now he wants to help people because he thinks, like, it's no big deal to him. He can just get through it. You know, he's not emotional about it. He's just like, yeah, they died.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we doing next?
Maybe he's just not. I mean, like us. Like, we're so desensitized when it comes to patients and...
That's true.
Like, blood and, like, I can see, like, guts in front of me and then have lunch right there. Like,
that's
it doesn't bother me. I can see a boob and a hoo-ha, and it doesn't, like, it's just another thing.
That's absolutely
like, it
true.
doesn't bother me.
Because sometimes when some of our patients pass, I write it on a Post-it, stick it on the desk.
Oh my gosh.
I know, because it happens often.
I know. Yeah, I can imagine in your line of work it does.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, we're so desensitized from those things.
That's true.
You know, maybe he hasn't...
Well, I think that's what connection. It is. He doesn't have that sensitivity to it because he hasn't fully experienced
it. The guy
it.
that does the Bates Motel.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that? A series on Bates Motel?
I haven't.
He liked to, he was a serial killer. But I think it's based on a true serial killer. And he had this weird fucking relationship with his mom. Like, he was kind of obsessed with his mom. Like loved his mom. Like, not loved, but loved his mom. But he liked to, what is it called when you, like, a taxidermist.
Oh.
Like, he liked to kill animals and then stuff them and then, like, have them. But then that created his fascination with death and killing.
Oh, yeah.
And like after, anyways, it's a big old thing. It's a big old series. It's on Netflix. I don't know why you haven't seen it, but it's really good.
I haven't seen it.
But it's based on a real serial killer. I forget what his name is. But I think he even kept his mom after she died. He like kept her and would wear her clothes.
The mind of a serial killer is pretty interesting. Like I've listened to a lot of true crime stories, true crime podcasts, and I mean their minds just they don't make any sense. They're not thinking normally, obviously.
I don't know. Maybe they just have a fascination with death because like you hear a lot of serial killers like keep like souvenirs from their victims, or they like to see their like life drain out of their eyes, which is really morbid.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. So if you were a serial killer, what do you think your memento would be? What would you keep from everybody? Something weird. Yeah, something weird. It's coming. Listen, guys. They're gonna come back to this once you kill somebody.
A toe. You know, like feet.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
You missed the Feet Finders episode.
I heard it. I was like, damn, I should have been on that one because that was me all day.
A toe, huh? Big toe?
Maybe.
Would it still be the same if it's just one of them and it's not the whole series of toes? You weirdo.
I don't know what I would do with it though. Like, I mean, think about it. What part would you want to like keep?
I don't know.
A fucking ear?
That's funny you said that because I was just thinking an ear.
But like, why? It's not like you. What are you gonna do on it? Munch on it? Or?
Whisper to them.
You're all. Let me tell you all my secrets.
Guess what?
Like, I think a toe is legit.
I don't think so. A finger might be more legit. A finger has a fingerprint. It's got like a little more personality.
Like, you know, like gonna keep an elbow or something.
Definitely. Oh, what about little slivers of tattoo?
Oh, but then they would shrivel up.
There's a way to save them.
I don't know. They would shrivel up and they would like be like chicharrones. They get all dry. It's like deer, like a.
And then you have them for a snack later.
Just lay them out, or maybe you could put them like on an album. It's fucking weird.
You crossed the line when you started talking about an album.
You could iron it out, and I mean, if you're a serial killer, you're gonna think like that, right?
Oh,
like,
that's a good idea.
They have some weird shit.
I like your idea.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna carve out their like tattoos, and then
you're gonna preserve it.
Yeah, like.
Where do you get an album for that? Walmart. Goodwill.
Yeah, Goodwill. Or maybe you can frame them and make some really cool art and have them all around your house.
They do have some of those in museums, like tattoo museums. They have like tattoos from people that have passed.
Skin?
Yeah, skin on real skin.
Then it's not weird.
So I got these.
It's not fucking weird. Why you're looking at me like I'm weird?
You're a little weird for saying you're gonna put them in an album. But I mean, if I saw that or heard that on one of these true crime podcasts that they took the tattoos off and put them in an album, I would be like, wow, that's a lot of dedication.
It is.
I can appreciate that.
About how you have to preserve everything, and then you have to like meticulously like put it in the album and maybe date it or like a scrapbook. Like a scrapbook.
Yeah, serial killer scrapbook.
I like it.
I like it too.
Don't nobody take my idea.
Right?
And if somebody starts doing that
you
shit,
heard it here
I'm
first.
not responsible.
You heard it here first.
I'm not responsible for that shit. So don't come looking for me. I was just saying that would be kind of cool.
That would be.
Better than my toe idea.
I'd want to look at it. Yeah, the toes, what would you do with those? Just put them in a box? I hope it at least be a cute box. It'd be nothing compared to the photo album.
Box, like a little glass cute box. And we're like... And they have to be cute toes, too. I wouldn't take nasty toes.
So you're going to check toes out before you go on your killing spree?
I check toes anyway.
Weirdo.
Just kidding.
I'm going to let my sister know there is a market for her Feet Finders account.
Oh, we already talked about this a long time ago. She was trying to recruit me for her Feet Finders. But I feel like you don't make that much money unless... So I looked into it actually, and you don't make that much money.
Really?
Like if you take pictures of just your standard feet, like just like, okay, like a feet, like they'll only give you a fucking $1 for it.
$1
per picture. But
per picture per person?
Yeah, per foot picture.
I know, but like which person gets your... Or you're just selling them to that... as a whole, then they can do whatever they want with it.
Yeah, like but
per person, or are you selling it to the website?
No, I think you put it on the website and then they buy that picture.
Oh,
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm assuming. But, so I've looked through it because I'm just, weird. And the ones that get more money are the girls
They do weird stuff?
that do, no, not necessarily weird stuff, but it's like sexy pictures. So they'll have like they'll have a thong on, and then they're sitting on their feet, but you can still see their ass and their feet.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like
not just solely feet.
No, those are the ones that get like $50 per click, or whatever.
Yeah.
But the regular, like, just schmegular, like, pictures of your feet, you ain't getting shit for it. So you got to get creative with it.
Interesting. So you got to show that ass. Side note.
But
Noted.
a better market would be the panties, like on Orange Is the New Black.
We talked about this too.
I mean, like, I think it's legit. Look, like, you can have all your friends wear these panties, right? And they can go to, like, work out in the panties, and then, like, work or fucking do whatever raunchy shit they're gonna do. And there's gonna be a market. There's gonna be someone that's gonna buy that fucking panty, and you're selling a fantasy, right? Like, they don't need to know that your name's Paulina and my name's Melissa. You can make it like fucking
it's
Bambi
just
or
nurse panties, danzante panties.
Oh gosh.
Workout panties.
Period panties. Yeah.
Oh.
There's some cochinos out there that like period panties.
I know.
So I'm just saying, right? Like, and they don't need to know who your face is. You can put whatever face you want on there. You don't have to put your face.
Marie, we're putting your face.
Chickie, we're coming for you.
Right.
We need them panties, girl. Let's go. If you want to join our panty quest, then you're going to have to drop a comment, and we will recruit you to be our panty horse.
We're gonna be panty pimpin'.
Ooh, I like that name.
Ooh, we can have our own
Panty
website with that
pimpers.
one.
Panty pimpers. I like it.
Uh-huh.
I like
We
it.
could have at least 20 categories.
I like it. I think it will sell, and we will make lots of money. I'm just saying, there's a panty lover out there for every single panty wearer.
This is a business venture for sure.
Panty wearer. There's sickos out there. We have to. There's an
They're
untapped
everywhere.
market.
Everywhere.
They're
They're probably right. We don't even know the
probably
weird.
listening right now. Yeah. Tell us what kind of panties you want. that you want us to send you.
Right?
Not from us, but we'll recruit somebody to wear them panties for you.
As soon as this posts, it's gonna be all ding 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 ding
Right?
ding.
All on your DMs.
Thank you
I
guys.
kind of want this panty. When can I put my order in? I'm just saying. And you better believe that there's going to be fucking inflation. Because some panties are going to market better than other panties.
Ooh, some of them are so expensive.
Mm.
Not saying they're not worth it. They're what?
Do you think somebody likes granny panties?
For sure.
Ew, that's nasty.
You just talked about a serial killer who loved his mother. I'm sure
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, so back when I was, I used to have this best friend. She was very kind of gothic and everything. This is back in Salinas in my hood days, but we went on a family trip with her, and her family is a little odd to begin with. But anyways, we get to LA. We're going to her grandma's house or aunt's house, and before we even got in, it has to do with panties, by the way. Before we even got in, she said, I just want to let you know, like, my cousin's a little fucking weird. And I was like,
That's an odd disclaimer.
right? Like, before we got into the fucking house. Right?
Yeah.
So she's like, my cousin's a little weird. I don't know. This was before, like, autism or whatever. She just said, like, he's just different, right? And then I was like, well, like, should I be concerned? Like, like,
what kind of
is he a
weird?
creeper?
Yeah.
Is he a
Prepare me.
rapist? Like, what the fuck? Like, we're staying at this house. So this is weird. Like, you're telling me this now after a 5-hour fucking trip, and now I can't go back home.
Now I don't have an option.
Right?
Just have to be with this creeper.
So she said that her cousin was caught, they found in his drawer his grandma's panties. And that he would sniff them. And it gets fucking weirder.
What?
That he would put peanut butter on his privates and have the dog lick them off. I'm not lying. So then I really wanted to fucking go into this house, right? So I'm like,
Oh, hey. How was your morning?
Panty sniffer. That's
Oh my
fucking
God.
weird. I was so uncomfortable. I think I slept with one eye open like this, like with my covers. But obviously, I wasn't that concerned because I was in a grandma, so and he was into grandmas.
You're safe.
I'm safe.
Are you over 60? No. Oh, you're safe.
We're good. But that was fucking weird. And he looked like a serial killer. Like he could be a serial killer.
I mean, he might be. I wonder how many people could potentially be serial killers, but they have enough like mental power to
like,
withhold.
Like that guy from that movie, what's it called? Or the series You.
Oh,
He just like walks among people, and he's like a regular.
He's super regular,
right? Like super basic.
Yeah,
but he has all these crazy tendencies.
I know.
Yeah, I like that series.
That one's good. Yeah. I need to watch the last series. I haven't seen the last season.
It's really good.
I know you guys talked about it. I think I didn't see season 3. Or was it?
Yeah, you said you didn't. You missed some series, but Marie said you didn't have to watch any.
I know, she's on Nan. Skip that one.
Yeah, some of the other ones were boring, but I mean, it gets good. I just like all that like weird shit.
Yeah, me too.
We're not alone. There's a bunch of weirdos out there.
We're not the weirdest.
We could be walking. I think I forgot. It must have been like on a true crime or something that they say that we walk every single day past the serial killer.
Oh, so I was a barista, you know, for a few years. Funnest job. But we always thought that. So we had a regular that would come in every day. Super nice. Like he was probably like 40-ish, 45 maybe. Really well built. He was like into his fitness. Super nice. But for some reason gave me serial killer vibes.
Why?
I don't know. I felt it in my core. I knew it. He was weird. Something was off.
Was he like socially awkward?
No.
Or?
No, he wasn't. He was very friendly, very social. He talked to everybody. I don't know what it was.
Was he talking to everybody to kind of like as a front? Like to
I felt like
hide like his actual
I felt like
personality?
Something was way off. It was like
calculated.
Yeah, like I was like, if it came out that he went home and he had somebody or multiple people tied in his basement, I would not be surprised at all. But he played a really good part. Maybe that's what it is. You could tell that he was playing.
That he was just phony.
Something was off. It wasn't legit. It wasn't real. He was, and then why was he there every day? I don't know. I was very friendly also because he was friendly.
Every day?
Every day.
Who can afford that shit?
I don't know.
Well, you go
serial killer.
Too, so
I don't.
No?
I stopped. No.
Oh, Marie goes there every day.
She does. I wonder what her Starbucks budget looks like.
Oh, I don't want to know. When you do the math, like, oh my god, that's like what? It's $7 to $8 a drink, and then
at least
times 5.
Yeah,
well, I'm
so
sure she
40
gets on the weekends too, right?
I don't think she does. So maybe I'd say $40, $45 a week, which adds up to.
So it's $160 a month. Sheesh. That's a lot of Starbucks.
So my point was, oh, I have stocks in Starbucks. Oh. So my point was that we didn't know how many, because think of how many people come in and get coffee every day. How many of them were murderers?
I bet.
Maybe not all of them serial killers, but a murderer to some extent.
Oh, yeah.
How many? And how many nobody ever knew?
Well, how many people live with a murderer and they don't even know?
You do.
Nah. I do?
Nayeli. Nah, just kidding.
Oh, I don't. I wouldn't. No, I'm just kidding. Nah. She is a little weird. She's a little weird. But you know what? I was going to say that we don't have very basic kids.
Yeah, not at all.
They're all like into different things. I went to my daughter's opening night of Mean Girls, and I was so proud, like so impressed. Not just her, but like the high school kids that actually put a lot of effort into really looking like a professional cast, and they all did like I was like, I felt like I actually paid to see this musical.
Yeah,
which was really amazing. They all did it really well.
They do put a lot of work into that.
So I was like super surprised. Shout out to John F. Kennedy High School for doing so well and preparing those kids, because I thought it was amazing, and I wasn't the only one that thought it was amazing. Like a lot of people were just very impressed by that. But I was just thinking that like our kids are not regular schmegulars. They're just like into different things, whether it's baseball or danza or you know, musicals or you know.
My son did broadcasting all through his high school years, so he's like this.
Yeah.
On camera.
They're just not regular kids, which is really awesome because that means we did something right. Right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because I didn't do nothing like that in high school. I just like kicked it super hard.
You're crazy.
I was crazy.
You're crazy. I think that if we would have met in high school, I don't know if we'd be friends.
No. I didn't get along with my friends in high school. My friends now?
I didn't either. I didn't have many friends. I hung out with people outside of high school, like the rocker people, right?
Yeah.
Which was really cool. And they were always much older. So it wasn't like, I mean, I did have a group of girlfriends in high school. I'm not going to lie. But like, it was just during high school.
Yeah. So a lot of, like, Selena, we went to high school with. We had first period Spanish class together.
Oh my gosh. You remember all that?
We hated each other. We did. We hated each other.
Why?
I don't know. I think because we were both the cool girls.
Oh, I'm popular.
But, yeah, we did not like each other. I was like, this bitch. Right? And you know what the kicker was?
You can't sit with us.
We sat right next to each other.
Oh.
She was this one, I was this one.
And you guys would just like mean mug each other?
Like
Syed, like this bitch.
Yes.
Sit next to me. You can't sit next to me.
Yep.
Really? And then when do you guys like actually start talking?
I don't know. Selena, let me know if you remember.
As adults or during high school?
No, I don't think we talked during high school at all until later.
So as adults?
I think as adults.
Maybe you're just like, oh, you're actually pretty cool. All this time, I thought you were lame-o.
Right? But I didn't even take the chance to know her, like, opportunity to get to know her.
But in high school, do you really, like, you're not, like, I don't think you're mentally mature to be like, I think she might be interesting. I'm going to take the chance to get to know you.
Yeah.
I don't think we're at that stage in high school. Because I hear my daughter talking, and I'm just like,
Me
you guys are fucking mean to each other.
Right?
I don't think I'd be your friend. Or my niece, too. Sometimes she talks to her friends. I'm like, ew, you're so bossy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. So I don't think we're in that mental capacity. So you guys must have grown out of it and then said like, oh shit, she's actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that's what it was. I don't even
You're a
know
mean
how
girl,
it started.
huh? You're a mean girl in high school?
In high school, yeah, I was.
You're a Regina George?
No, not really, because I wasn't a bully to anybody.
Okay. Then why were you a mean girl?
I just didn't fuck with a lot of people. I didn't even give them the opportunity. But I wasn't mean to them, like outcast them or anything like that. I wasn't.
I don't know. I'm going to need you guys to comment on
Just
if you knew Paulina in her high school years. I'm going to need you to drop a comment and say, was she a Regina George or not?
That's it for this time, chicas. Thank you for sitting with us, talking with us.
I hope you enjoyed this episode and join us for more cheese because we always got some good cheese to tell.
Bye.